Hello everyone, Rokimatsun here, and welcome to the team preview for the week 1 of the Vortex Draft League. In this video, I'm going to be going over my team, as well as the team that I will be fighting this week. So, first off, let's go over the team that we will be fighting this week. We're going to be fighting... I don't know how to say that name. However, they are rocking Deoxys Speed, Great Tusk, Hydreigon, Ogerpon Hearthflame, Alomomola. I don't know how to say that one either. Indeedee, Terra Articuno as one of their Terra captains, Bellibolt, and Terra Hitmonchan as their other Terra captain. So, overall, a pretty scary balanced team. Pretty strong, all things considered. And I did have a few ideas on what I'm going to be going for this week. But a lot of it just came down to I just have to deal with the fact that the Deoxys Speed is going to be incredibly fast. Everything else I can kind of deal with, just kind of with smart play, and so we'll see just how that goes. But a little bit of an introduction on the team as I hit the wrong button. Moving on over here, we are rocking Latios, Toxapex, Corviknight, Jolteon, Darkrai, and Ogerpon Cornerstone. So if we go over to Latios first, we'll do this in Pokemon order, of course. So Latios here is... that's the button. Max Speed, Max Special Attack, Draco Meteor, Luster Purge, Flip Turn, and Recover. A fairly standard Latios set, but one that I think will end up working out pretty well. Nothing on his team really wants to swap into Latios, and so being able to get in Latios for free is going to be very useful. Next up on the team is going to be Toxapex. Now, I did not know this with Toxapex. It lost a lot of moves that it really would make use of in the generational shifts. I knew it lost Scald. I did not know it lost Knockoff. Knockoff was going to be my filler move, filler attacking move, but right now I'm just kind of stuck with Surf. Which, I mean, Surf, Sludge Bomb would also be okay, but I don't want the, whatever that Ghost Poison type mythical Pokemon, whatever it is, to just come in and be able to set up freely. Even though I do have Haze, and this is the wrong Pex. Well, this is supposed to be a specially defensive Pex. Did I want specially defensive? I kind of did, but I think... no, well... physically defensive works pretty well too. But both work pretty well. I'll have my specially defensive Pex ready for next time then, I guess. If I need it. But either way, Surf, Haze, Recover, Toxic. I guess this can work pretty well against Ogerpon. I can come in on Ogerpon pretty easily. So yeah, I guess that's fine. But overall, just a pretty standard Toxapex. Just being able to come in and just take hits, haze out boosts if needed, or just, spread out Toxics. He's got one Pokemon on his team that can take the Toxic, and that is that mythical mon that I don't know how to say. Other than that, if he's Terra Steel Hitmonchan, that could be a little bit of a problem. But overall, Hitmonchan's not really going to be able to do too much to a physically defensive Toxapex, so we'll stick with physically defensive. Next up on the team is Corviknight. I still don't know if I want to run Iron Head or a different move. That might change, but Iron Head, U-Turn, Roost, Defog. Corviknight here is my main Defogger. And the other thing to point out is... this is actually a relaxed nature Corviknight, so you can see the minus speed nature right there. That is actually very important. This way, Corviknight here will actually outslow Alomomola, which is super important because if Alomomola is coming in, if Alomomola and Corviknight are staring each other down and they both hit either U-turn and flip turn respectively, my U-turn will go off second, and thus I'll be able to get into a very strong position because I can now threaten out huge damage with any one of my huge damage dealers. So Corviknight here is going to be very useful. It didn't really have an ability that like was too like important for this game. So I'm going Mirror Armor just in case of like any Shadow Ball special defense drops, or like any like stuff like that. I don't know entirely what might happen, but Mirror Armor, you know, just in case. Next up on the team is Jolteon, our Terra Captain. Max Special Attack, Max Speed. A fairly standard set that I ran a ton of in my first draft. Discharge, because I like Discharge a lot. The speed control is super useful for me. And then Volt Switch, Terra Ice, Terra Blast, and Alluring Voice. So, fairly standard Jolteon set. Come in, hit really hard, Volt Switch out. I can go over the items on the main screen. But yeah, so Jolteon here just going to be able to come in, do some really good damage, threaten out the Alomomola. So like say Corviknight U-turns and the Alomomola stays in. Well, now I can bring in Jolteon and I can just press an electric move. Nothing he has wants to come in on an electric move, even Great Tusk really, because then Great Tusk has to come in on a Jolteon who has Terra Ice, Terra Blast, and can just blow it away like that. So Jolteon here is going to be very important, got to play very smart with it. And even if like I can't keep hazards off, this Jolteon here is heavy duty boots, so it does not have to worry about coming in with the Stealth Rocks, just in case. Next up is Darkrai, max speed, max special attack. Except it's not actually, because its speed is not shining. I'm gonna have to look into that and fix that. I might know why though. But either way though, this is going to be a max speed, max special attack Darkrai. Dark Ball, Psychic, Sludge Ball, Nasty Plot. The big thing about this Darkrai here is just coming in like late game, on like a wall or like whatever defensive mon, being able to set up that Nasty Plot and most likely just run through the entire rest of the team if it's weakened enough. And I'm hoping that Darkrai is able to do that very, very well this game. But if Darkrai cannot do it, Jolteon might be able to. Just being able to like put in some holes and then clean up at the end. I have like all of my offensive mons are really good at that, so it's going to be very, very important that I'm going to be playing smart and taking some time to really think about what I'm going to be doing. Because if I don't take the time to think, I'm going to get blown out in this battle. And speaking of which, taking the time to really think and like come in at the perfect time, we have our other sweeper of this Ogerpon Cornerstone. If I can keep hazards off, a max speed, max attack Ogerpon with a Sword Stance up, if I can keep that sturdy intact, that is going to be super important, being able to set up that Sword Stance, outspeed the entire rest of the team depending on how things are looking, and just bop, 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 bop the entirety of the team. Hopefully picking up one shot after one, or kill after, take down. Hopefully cleaning up the entire rest of the game after that, just hitting with huge damage with a Sword Stance up. Overall though, like it's a very offensively balanced team. If we back out, we can see the items. Wolf, the Latios has the Soul Dew. Toxapex has Black Sludge. Blade Edge, the Corviknight, has the Rocky Helmet. Jolteon, Heavy Duty Boots. Darkrai, that is the Expert Belt. So being able to just hit a little bit harder with those super effective attacks. Darkrai has some really good coverage against his entire team, hitting super effectively for a lot of the team. And then Ogerpon, of course, having the mask. So that is the team that that is the team that I'm going to be running for week 1. Best of luck to my opponent, and I hope that we both have a fantastic battle. I am going to be having to go in and just double check a few things here and there, just making sure that everything is correct. But I hope that you all will enjoy the battle. I hope to see a bunch of you watching it tomorrow, and I hope that you all have a fantastic rest of your day today. Have yourself a good one.